Alright, so a couple months ago I made a little DIY iPad accessory, or this extremely clunky DIY iPad stand, and I just wanted to showcase it here. So one of the main reasons that I made this was because I wanted to shift away from using my monitor, as it felt a bit too big and bulky and it took up too much space on my desk. I also wanted to simplify my setup a little bit with just a laptop and my iPad. And now that I only use the laptop on the desk, it feels just so much more open now. There's just so much more room. Also, I was pretty bored. And you know that phrase, I think it's necessity is the mother of invention. I think boredom works there too. And on top of my boredom, the Kensington Studio dock or something was just released at that time, and all the reviews of it were coming out. And the way that I made it was basically just taking the monitor stand, a couple of wooden boards, and some elastics, and tying it all together. Quite literally. So this right here is the monitor stand itself. Also, one of the main reasons for all these rubber bands is so that it can support the iPad and the case, which totals out to, I think, around 1.3 pounds. Despite the stand being both height adjustable and rotatable, I don't really use either of them for a couple reasons. One of them being that I have pretty much no use case, and the second reason is, even if I did do either of those, the experience wouldn't be as enjoyable. For example, the height adjustment, number one, is already a pain on this. You have to push down here and then press this button on the back to unlock it. And actually, part of the stand relies on it being at the lowest height because the wooden boards have to go here to remain straight. If it goes over here, which is how it'll have to be, the wooden boards will start to tilt and it wouldn't be that great. And speaking of height adjustability, it's not like there's a huge amount. Because of all these rubber bands, it's either only going to stay at the bottom because it locks in when it gets to the bottom, or stay at the top. There's no in between. The way that I use the stand is I'll have the iPad on the stand itself, and I'll almost always have my keyboard connected on the table. I'll probably also have a mouse because the whole point of this is to use it more in a desktop setting where I don't have to go and reach up and tap the iPad display. So my main use cases for it were either using it to watch a video while I'm doing my work. So if we had any videos assigned, I could have the video playing on the iPad's gorgeous display while I did all my work on the laptop. It was also nice for just pure media consumption. If I just wanted to relax a bit, you just put the iPad there. And the last use case was just putting my iPad on there and doing all my work there. I just did this if I felt like using more of only the iPad and using it more in a desktop setting. And I did this in particular when editing videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm aiming to have my iOS 15 or Windows 11 review out this week. So definitely subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay tuned for that. I also actually did download the iPadOS 15 beta, so I'm gonna have a hands-on video of that coming quite soon, hopefully this week or next week. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.